Hey campers, George here. It's been a while and a lot of things going on, so it's been hard to make some videos, but I thought I'd make this one with you since I've got a plan to go camping soon, and I had done some upgrades to my Alice pack. I've been doing that over time since I got it. I've done a few modifications, changed the front straps. I added these things, these little loops, but they for other things just in case. What I have noticed is that I didn't have enough room to pack everything I needed, and one of the things that I didn't have enough room for was food, and I wanted to have it on the outside of my pack, and I already have 3 pouches on the outside, which is standard on the Alice pack, but I needed more. I watched a couple of videos, and I saw one video where a mod was made where they attached pouches to the side, just standard ammunition pouches. So I did a search online, saved up a couple of dollars, and I purchased the SAW 200 round utility pouch, and this is it here, and it's got a lid on it. You know, it comes over and snaps together here. You can see the snap there, and it's a fairly sturdy pouch, and it has the straps on the back so you can hook it to the side on the Molly on the Alice pack. I actually purchased 2 of them, and they hopefully will work just great. They're fairly big and they can hold quite a lot. So my plan is to utilize these things for 2 things: my food. The other thing that I found that I haven't been able to carry as well as I wanted to, always had to carry it in my hand or separately in a little bag, and that was my electronic stuff, my phone, my video, GoPro stuff, that sort of thing. So I think that's what I'm going to use the other pouch for. So I just wanted to show you this and how it goes on. Like I said, I've got 2 of them, and if you look on the side, I have one attached right here. So that's what I'm going to go with, and I'm going to put them on. Once I have it all together, we'll go through how I packed my pack and what I have in it. And what I'm trying to do is keep everything down to this when I go camping. I don't really want to have to take more than this. It needs to hold everything I need, including water, which is one of my biggest problems. So let's have a look. Let me put it all together and get it all packed up, and let's see what it looks like. So here I've packed it up, and I put the 2 utility pouches on the side of my Alice pack, and I'll show you that a little bit closer. Basically what I did was I left it the way it was packed. I thought that was pretty good, and I'll go through and I'll just tell you about what's in each compartment and explain why. Still have an issue with water. Have to find out how to carry more water. I do have water purification things with me, but I'd rather avoid that if possible. I mean, if in an emergency I can get by. That's no problem. If there's water about, I can get it and filter it and boil it and use that. But I'd rather not, because I really don't go on long trips. Although this one I'm planning this weekend is a 2-night trip, which includes rain, so I'll have rainwater. But and it is a drive-in. I will just be using my pack, nothing else. So with that in mind, this is how I've packed it. As you can see, let me bring you in a little bit closer here so you can actually see what's going on. Here you can see on the top here, I have my standard military canteen, which would have water in it. It has a mug, a sit-in cup, and it also has my bush box in there. Pouches on the sides here, I haven't utilized much right now. What I do have in this pouch here on this side is some cordage, which I'm going to use to hang my pack on a tree, and I just wanted easy access to it. Also water on the outside. If I'm doing a long hike-in or something like that, I'm going to put my pack down, my water is right here, I can make myself a cup of tea, things like that, because of the way I've packed it. Now, on the front, looking at it from the front here, you can see here is my one pouch, and this has my food in it. Right now it just has minimal food, and what I did to fill it up, just to see how much it could hold, was I got a t-shirt and rolled it up and put it in the top to see how much I could stuff it. The only issue I have right now is on the front here, there is no give. You can't adjust how wide or small you make this, and I think it's because of the way it was designed and what it was designed for, loose ammunition. They didn't want a loose lid, so I can see why they did that, but maybe I can come up with some sort of addition to it where I can maybe expand it a little bit more by letting the top ride higher. Anyway, that's my food pouch. In here I have a water bottle, kind of an Elgin style water bottle in the top there. Next to it I actually have some bug spray, just because that was the only thing I could find that could fit in that with the space that was left. In my middle here is my first aid kit. This has my first aid, shmad, things like that, typical things you'd need for a survival first aid kit. In this pouch is my survival pouch. It has all my survival things that I'll need, and it's actually in a pouch as well. And then the other one on this side here, which is the other ammunition pouch. Hopefully you can see that. And in there I have all my electronics, GoPro stuff, batteries, recharging stations, that sort of thing. So that all fitted in there pretty well. One thing I will mention is that in my food pack on the side, on this side here, it's in two sort of compartments. I have two waterproof bags in there that I put in there. One is smaller than the other. The bigger one is my main food pouch. The smaller one is on top, and that carries some snacks, tea makings, coffee makings, that sort of thing. So if I do stop, if I'm hiking, I have quick access. I have the canteen right here, and I have my bush box, and I can make myself a cup of tea and have a snack to get me by in the meantime. Other than that, nothing else changed on it. My camp axe, you can see, sits up here. Right now I have my knife, which would be on my belt, just put in here because that's a good place to store it for now until I need it. And I actually put it on my belt. Down here in this waterproof bag basically is my sleeping hammock, straps. The under blanket is in the main compartment. It's probably the biggest thing I carry. I wish there was some way to get around it, but I don't know how to do that, because if it gets cold you need that under blanket. And right now fall is coming in and it's starting to get cooler in the evening, so you're going to need your under blanket. That's in the top here, and also within the main compartment is my kitchen cook stuff, and that's made up of, it's the Stanley kit, which is a Stanley pot. Inside it has gas and a couple of things in there, and then I have the Stanley cup or mug or whatever you want to call it, the stainless steel one, and inside there is my little one burner stove and a couple of other things, and that's in there with the under blanket, and that basically fills it up. It leaves a little bit of room for me to put in a change of clothes and that sort of thing, and I can stuff it with things. So there you have it. This here can be replaced by a tent, which means I won't need the under blanket, which opens up a whole new story. Unfortunately with this camp I know it is going to rain, and I don't want to be in a tent. It's going to get wet, and the campsite I'm going to is kind of on the side of a hill, and I really don't think there's any way to get around the water flowing down there, and I don't want to take that chance, so I'm going to hammock camp again, use my tarp and that sort of thing. So there you go, my Alice pack. Will I be making new mods to it? Maybe, maybe not, I don't know. I have to find out how to store more water, and I'm thinking on that right now. If anybody has any ideas, just put it in the comments below and we'll give it a try. Anyway, there you go, my Alice pack, all fixed up, ready to go. Thank you for watching, and hopefully you learned something. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe, you know the story, and I will see you soon. When I get back from camping, I'll have a video for you. Just saying. Thanks. Bye.